Welcome back to Digi Bros, everybody.
What's up, guys? I hope you're ready.
Ready for what? For Digi Bros?
I don't know.
Ready for love?
This episode, we won't bitch about
Coheed and Cambria for 20 minutes.
Because I'm sure all of you know about Coheed and Cambria and want to hear all of our thoughts about them.
Yeah,
I mean, hopefully that's interesting in the context of bands you might enjoy. Like, Hope has been disappointed with, like, the new Panic at the Disco album, so I'm sure, you know, every band that's been around forever does the same thing. Like, the new Red Hot Chili Peppers that came out a couple years ago was pretty shitty.
You just reminded me what, like, because when you brought up this yesterday, like when we were talking in the car about this, like I had ideas of what I wanted to say, and I knew that I was going to get so blinded by rage at Coheed that I was just going to rant for 20 minutes about it. But what's interesting to me, and by the way, Victor lied, we are totally going to keep talking about Coheed.
Lord, why did I bring...
you fucked up. Well,
alright, that's fine.
Part of what I wanted to mention is that, like, I know a lot of people who have been disappointed with artists they were into.
Yeah.
You know, like, and I imagine that it's been heartbreaking for a lot of people. Like, think about, because I know a lot of people don't like the later Pink Floyd albums, for instance.
Yeah.
Like, imagine having been there in the 70s or 80s and, like, these new Pink Floyd albums come out and you're like, what the fuck are you guys doing, you know? And then, like, losing faith and then they stop making music, you know? But, like, Coheed is the only band that, for me, has been there for that long, and is still making music, and it keeps getting worse.
Yeah,
you know? We're like, I mean, because like when I think about the when I got like really heavily into music, it was in 2000, like late 2005, early 2006, right? Like it was a time when we moved into the ghetto and we had no money, so. Before that, I had been really into games. Like, there was a huge period where I was just super into games. And then we moved into this house, and, like, not long afterwards, my PS2 stopped working. So most of the games I had, I couldn't play. And then I couldn't keep up with the information about new games because we didn't have cable, and the internet was so slow that it was practically unusable.
We had dial-up.
Right. Because before, when I got into games, it was largely because we had G4 on TV. So, like, I was constantly seeing stuff about games on TV. I would read about games online. I would buy games all the time with my allowance, you know, like, just like every cheap used game that people had talked about as, like, being a great game, I would buy. And then, like, I couldn't do any of that once we were in the next house, right? So, like, all I had was a computer full of music that Boyd had put on there. And, like, I got into, like, weird experimental shit. Because, like, I had, the Mars Volta's Francis the Mute album. I had, like, the two Tool albums, Inema and, fucking Lateralis. And, like, that got me into music. Like, just listening to Tool and Mars Volta on my computer. And, like, I was still into Linkin Park and shit at the time. And I had that stuff on there, you know? And then, like, one of the first albums I bought after, like, we moved into the new, like, the next place afterwards, like, I had gotten so into music that I didn't get back into video games for, like, a long time. I just started buying CDs.
Yeah.
And this was, like, at a time before the internet was, like, everything's available for streaming, you know? Like, I would hear about a band, and I'd go on YouTube, which had just started existing, and try to find their music, and I'd usually be able to find, like, 1 to 3 songs, you know? And I'd base whether I bought the album.
It was way harder to find shit.
But, like, Coheed, we had known about A Favorite House Atlantic and like, Welcome Home from the radio. And I wanted to buy the album that had Welcome Home on it, but I accidentally bought the other one. The one with A Favorite House Atlantic. Or they didn't have the other one at the store, or whatever. I bought In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, and it, like, blew my mind to shit, because it was so much more epic than I thought it was going to be. And I was like, what the fuck, this is amazing.
It's pretty fucking good. Know? It was definitely one where it's like, towards the start of listening to it for the first time, I didn't like it, and then by the end of the album, I was like, yeah. I remember I was playing Radiata Stories the entire time, and we listened to it, like, on repeat the entire time I played the game. We just listened to that album over and over again. I wanted to bring that up, too,
that, like, a lot of the music that I got into for, like, the early
I can always remember the video game I was playing.
Because it would always be that Victor was playing a game and I would play my music over it. So I remember Pearls and Brass. Do you remember what game?
Yeah, it was what's it called? Fuck, what's the name of it?
Enchanted Arms.
Enchanted Arms.
Listening to Pearls and Brass with Enchanted Arms. Do you remember? This is taking us way back, but you'll probably remember Gorilla's Demon Days.
Yeah, we played Halo 2 a lot with that.
Well, because we listened to it a lot for a long time, but when we first got into it...
What were we first playing?
This would be the house before the ghetto.
Would have been like Sly Cooper or something?
No.
I don't know.
Baten Kaitos.
Oh, man, with gorillas?
Yes,
that's
Baten
interesting.
Kaitos with Demon Days, when we first got into the album. A lot of Halo with the Hypnotize and Mesmerize albums by System of a Down.
That was a big one.
Let's see. Yeah, Radiata Stories with Coheed.
I remember I didn't like Mars Volta at the time, but I was playing a lot of Makai Kingdom at the time.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Because I was sitting there playing Makai Kingdom.
Yeah.
And Makai Kingdom and Phantom Brave.
Yeah.
Were both at that time.
Yeah, that was in Ghetto House. That was when I first got into Mars Volta.
Yes.
But like, so you know, I got really heavily into music at this time, and I got the Coheed and Cambria's second album, not the second, In Keeping Secrets of Silent Earth 3, but it's their second album. You know, later on, I picked up their third album and their first album, and like each one, like I was kind of like, what is this at first, and then like got really into it, and they all three became like one of my favorite albums of all time, right? Then their fourth album came out, and at first I didn't like it, and I wasn't like, you know, I was into other shit at the time, so I was just like, whatever. And then like later, I finally bought it, and I was like, oh, this is fucking awesome. This is rad as shit, you know. And then Year of the Black Rainbow came out, and it was that feeling of like, this is like, at first I was really excited about it. We thought it was great, and then like you listen to it more and more, and it's just like,
it got stale really, really fast.
Like these songs aren't exciting the way that their shit used to be. Where like, you know, you have like Here We Are Juggernaut, and it's like, it's kind of a cool song, but it's really just verse, chorus, big epic climax, you know, which is like what every pop song
becomes very
it's like,
formulaic.
What happened to, you know, Everything Evil, where it's like a 5-part structure, and it like weaves this narrative over the course of it, you know, where it starts off like dark and scary, but then it's like escaping from that and trying to run down past the fence, you know, and like these evocative lyrics that are like dark and fucked up and weird, and all that just kind of went away. And like I wasn't even interested in the story on Year of the Black Rainbow. Like from the lyrics, they did not make me interested in what they were about. Yeah. You know, I felt more than ever like
I didn't feel as like nuanced and like emotional.
It felt like because they released a book with it that like it was just like, well, the story's in the book. You know, like the album's not the story, you know. It has like just like some like there's love songs in there that just sound like love songs without
that part
sounding
really
like
bothered me.
A whole, like they're part of a story, you know? Like there's no hint of what the characters are, you know? It just sounds like some song, you know? And then like the Afterman albums are just boring as shit, and then this new thing is garbage, you know? And like it's the first time for me that like a band that I've been into for so long,
and you got to see them become
really went downhill, and like a band that I kind of grew up with because I was like 14 when we got into them, so it's been over 10 years, you know, that I've been listening to this band and like really gotten to feel it. And then like, you know, the Mars Volta, I love their first 3 albums. Their fourth one was okay. Like their 5th and 6th albums I didn't really care for, but it never felt like they weren't the Mars Volta anymore. They were still making like weird ass fucking shit that just wasn't like my thing anymore. You know, but I never felt like they made bad albums, and then they evaporated, you know. And like Tool, who I was into at the same time, like the only album they put out while I was into them was 10,000 Days, and at the time I had liked it. Now I don't really care for it, but like it was alright. It was still a weird, experimental, crazy Tool album, and they haven't put out anything in fucking 10 years, you know? But, like, with Coheed, it really is that, like, that gradual, oh, it's happening. And it's, like, maybe they can salvage it by putting out a great album, but it's, like, so, it's 4 albums now of downhill, of each one's worse than the last, you know? Where, like with Mastodon, I didn't really care for the Hunter that much, and I was like, maybe they're gonna go downhill. But then they put out the next one, and I liked it more. And I was like, okay, they're still putting out great albums. Like whatever, it's still cool. They sound great live. They're fucking kick ass. They're Mastodon. They're awesome. I haven't liked the last 2 Opeth albums. But I don't know where that's gonna go. You know, Opeth can go anywhere.
He's gotta stop. Do something else, man. You can't just
right.
Can't do this forever.
Move on. But it's just funny to me because I feel like this is an emotion that a lot of people have experienced, and that I've seen people talk about online.
I found a transition.
But now
How deep into this episode are we?
Wait. I've seen this happen in other people's lives, and now it's happening in mine.
How deep are we into this episode?
Halfway.
Halfway. All right, that's a good transition point. We're tired of hearing about the music.
Yeah.
But I'm gonna say that the new Call of Duty game is kind of like the new Coheed album. It's a stupid stretch, but basically, you saw us playing this game.
Yes.
I feel like I have to talk about this game because it blew my fucking mind that this game exists, and we found another mode in the game that I have to tell you about too. Because it's all right. Wait, where am I going right now?
Before you get started, can I repeat for the audience what I said when I walked into the room and you said it was like a culmination of everything you'd been saying over the last hour?
Oh god.
Which was, this looks like every other game in one game.
Every game. Where am I going?
Follow the arrow.
That's just the direction of the wind.
You gotta find the fish, the whale or whatever, don't you? Is this the part where you have to find the whale? Because this island is where you were supposed to find the whale.
Yeah,
but it's been destroyed. So you gotta go find him at Outset Island and shoot a cannon at him.
Yeah. Right? All right. So I gotta go back home, I guess.
I'm not sure because this might be a part where. Do you have the cannon already?
No.
I think you need the cannon.
Already?
Don't you have to shoot it at the whale?
What? You have to blow down a thing to get into it. Let me talk to this guy. How do I talk to him?
Who, the King of Red Lions?
Yeah. Do I gotta get out of the boat?
I don't know. I don't remember. Yeah, there you go.
Talk to me.
What is the matter? Fuck, I don't know. You must get to Windfall quickly and see what
I gotta find the pirates.
Oh, yeah, I remember this. Yeah. You gotta break into that hut.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alright, we know.
Yeah, and then you'll get the cannon.
Anyways,
and then you'll be able to...
Yeah, I gotta get the bombs, and that gives me the cannon. Because you don't specifically get a cannon, you get bombs.
That's what I was trying to wrap my head around.
That's what confused me.
Yeah.
Okay, anyways, the new Call of Duty game, Call of Duty Black Ops 3, is everything. Because it has the look of Destiny. It's this futuristic game, it has these futuristic high-tech guns, and everything is blue and orange.
I would say it looks like Destiny fused with Mass Effect. Like if they had a
Destiny, Mass Effect, and Borderlands.
Yeah.
It's everything. Everything popular that they saw, they were like, oh, well, let's do that because that's got a big audience. And so it's like they have these weird like cartoony kind of Borderlands thing going on, but then everyone's really serious and like edgelords, and then there's all these different classes, and they have like their specific looks for their class and stuff, and it's just like what the fuck is going on with this game? And this is Call of Duty Black Ops. Like you already have a conception of what Call of Duty is gonna look like. Like it's like a realistic looking military shooter. You know, you got army dudes and like cool, you know, realistic army clothes and shit. And I'm like,
but not anymore. Now there's robots.
It's nothing like that. It's colorful. There's robots. They finally put girls in there. I really think they're trying to
Can we talk
appeal
about
to women.
the hilarious gender politics?
Yes, we can. Because my theory with this game is that they put a girl in the commercial. Like, I knew you'd be able to play a girl in the game, which they never had in Call of Duty before, because in the commercial, it's all these guys, like, hanging out and playing the game, and then at the end, a girl shows up, and she's badass, and she has 2 guns, and, like, she shoots up the guys. It's like, wow, chicks are badass. Which, it's a marketing campaign that will not appeal to women at all. No. Like, you would not get that impression unless you were, like, trying to analyze the commercial like I was. Wait, is this Windfall down here?
No, that's your starting island.
I thought this is Outset, because that one's small.
No.
Okay.
Outset is huge.
Okay, yeah. Yeah. All right. You guys can't see the map, but I'm getting confused. Anyways, it's clear that they're trying to market towards women. And then you start playing the game, and it has, like, all these badass chicks. And, like, you know, they aren't, like, sexy or, like, scantily clad. They're all, like, cool war chicks.
But
and
can I please share what makes it...
Yes.
How they went so wrong?
I was building up to that.
I want to do it, though.
Yes.
Because I pointed it out. And it was so amazing to me how much they fucked this up. Because, okay, the reason that people have a problem with not representing women in games enough is that it's all, like, making assumptions that, like, only men can save the world. Only men can do this or that, right? It's like you're saying that you know, the whole I'm not necessarily saying that I believe this or that or whatever. I'm just saying the reason that this is a controversy, the reason that the idea of needing more women in games exists is to suggest that women could do the things that men do.
Yes.
That it doesn't matter what gender you are. Now, I also very strongly support the common opposition argument, which is that there legitimately are things that men do and women don't, and vice versa.
Yes.
Either because men are more biologically predisposed or more socially predisposed, but, like, it's not to say that it's, like, absolute, but it's kind of like, if you're going to have, like, a plumber character like Mario, there's, like, a 95% chance it would be a dude who's a plumber. Because that just is the way that it is currently in society, you know?
Yes.
Like, there's just certain things that make more sense.
You can't picture a female plumber.
No.
Probably never even thought about that.
Right. But, like, the military is one of the things that there are women there. There are women there. Women could be soldiers just as easily as men, right? But this game has a class system in it.
Yes.
And
that is
on almost zero basis, they gender specified the classes.
Yes.
So, even though
gender-specific
they
classes.
made it so you can choose between a man and a woman, you have to play a male or woman class.
Yes.
So, if you want to be, like, whatever, and like, okay.
Oh, shit.
Like,
get the password.
The intelligent way to do this would have been the way that Team Fortress does this.
Yeah.
Where in Team Fortress, every class is a totally, like, it is that character.
Yes.
You know?
It has a unique personality.
Heavy is a big,
which is, you know, what they're going for.
guy.
Because Borderlands does the same thing. The characters have personalities.
Right.
And that's why they're different classes. Because they
it's
are people. Exactly.
Right. It's, you're not playing as, like the heavy
Spectre.
The heavy is not a generic guy with a giant thing. It's a huge dude with a giant machine gun, and, like, he is supposed to embody the weapon that he uses.
Yes.
Right? In this game, arbitrarily, there's a bunch of classes that'll be like Spectre or Tech Person.
And they're all super corny names.
Right, they all
like
stupid
the
names.
cheesiest, edgy names possible.
And each one has a specified gender.
Reaper.
But it's not a character. It's not one look.
And you can customize them. You can change the way they look.
They're fully customizable, but you have to be that gender if you are that class. And there's not really a rhyme or reason behind it. Like, there is, like, okay, making it so, like, the guy has the heavy machine gun. I go, all right, guy is more likely to carry the heavy machine gun, whatever. But, like, it's not just like that. It's like every class is a specified gender. And it would be so easy to just, like, and all of them, all the body types are the same.
Yeah.
You know, if you're, no matter what dude class you are, it's the same dude.
Yeah.
Whatever chick class you are, it's the same chick. You know? Like, with very slight differences. It's like, if you were gonna do this, you should have made it so there's, like, a big burly dude who has the heavy machine gun. Yeah. And then, like, the assassin chick should be, like, an assassin chick thing, you know, like... But they should have...
It's goofy.
They should have made it if you were going to have customizable characters, so it wouldn't matter what gender you were, depending... Like, every class should have been either one. It's a customizable character.
Yes.
It's not anything like Team Fortress 2, where the characters are actually characters.
Yes.
They're...
Or like League of Legends, any of those, you know, games where there's actual characters.
The only thing they've done with this is say, this class is for girls, and this class is for boys. That's it. They didn't say it's for this character. They didn't say this personality type. They didn't say this or that. It's just, this one's for girls, this one's for boys, which is the polar opposite of what they were trying to accomplish here.
Yes.
Like, obviously, they did this because they're trying to get more women to play the game,
think they
or
are
to get more heat off their back.
They're also, they're putting women in and they're making the game more colorful and brighter and like trying to have more of that appeal that like games like Borderlands and things have had more of a female
while
fan
not
base.
Understanding the appeal to women at all.
Exactly, while totally missing the point. Because another thing is that the women in the game aren't aesthetically appealing at all. Like they just kind of look like army dudes. Like they look super generic and super shitty.
They have slender waists.
So what did you accomplish? You didn't make anything that appeals to women.
Right. It's like, well, because
it's still a fucking Call of Duty game.
It seems like it's obvious that like the AAA developers have finally caught wind of the flack, right? Because Assassin's Creed got so much shit.
They're finally at the point where they have to do something, or like people just keep bitching forever.
Assassin's Creed got so much shit about having this game where it was like customizable characters and shit, but you couldn't play a woman, even though like the story would have made sense for you to be able to play a woman and shit and stuff like that. And like they got so much shit for it, and there was so much rallying. So now they're making a new Assassin's Creed game where you can choose between a guy character and a girl character.
Yes.
A Ubisoft...
I think you played both of them at once, actually.
A Ubisoft executive said, quote, that she was one of the first female characters in video games.
Yes.
He said...
Fucking awesome.
He basically said, we are so progressive. We made one of the first women game characters ever. The sheer... gall to take what was the argument was, hey, you fuck-ups, you forgot something obvious. Yes. Why would you alienate half your player base by not including a woman?
You can do it almost
and now
every fucking game.
They're trying to spin it so that now, we're progressive. We put in a girl. The issue wasn't that you need to be the first. It was that you need to do it because it was a bad idea. So fucking stupid.
Yep.
It's just like, it's baffling, especially because the excuse that like different developers were making when this was becoming an issue a couple years ago was that it costs a lot to develop another character, right?
Yes.
Because you have to redo all the animations and do all that. You have to make a separate main character, and that it would add to the budget. And they said, well, we don't have enough female players that it would be worth it. Like, not enough people want to play female that it's worth it to expend our budget on that. That was the excuse. But you can't make that excuse and then turn around and make a playable female character. You can't do that. Stick to your story, you fucking idiots. And then you got Call of Duty. Do they need... Okay, does Call of Duty need this?
I don't know.
Call of fucking
really
Duty? Know. I felt
like the commercial was basically just like... it would really... it pisses me off, because it had that appeal like, yeah, this is that game for bros. All your bros get to play. Now your girlfriend can play too.
That's totally what they're doing. Yeah.
She's always wanted to play too, huh? Now she can play. It's like,
that's
your
fucking girlfriend wanted to play Call of Duty with you.
That's fucking annoying.
You fucking Mountain Dew swilling, beer
felt
swilling bro ass.
It misses the point. It's just so stupid. I don't know how women feel about it, but...
They don't care because it's Call of Duty.
Yeah, they probably don't care or notice at all. Because their marketing campaign fucking sucks.
No one expected Call of Duty.
Yes.
Like, I don't know if Call of Duty was under fire for this at all. Like, I can see them like seeing that it's a thing that people are talking about and be like, oh, we gotta get on that progressive train.
They want to cash in on girl gamers because they're growing,
right?
Or at least like people are becoming more aware of them.
Because Call of Duty can't possibly live with any one person not playing their game.
Yes.
Like, if you're a human being on Earth, you need to be playing Call of Duty,
Oh, man.
Jesus Christ. Can we consider Call of Duty shovelware?
What do you mean?
Shovelware is like bullshit games that are just shoveled onto... like your computer and stuff like that, like when you download one thing and it gives you another thing,
They just shove it in your face.
It's shovelware.
The irony is, when I was playing it, I was like, this is probably my favorite Call of Duty game because it's more colorful and it's got future guns, and that's what I like. Like, if it was always like this, I probably would have played it before. Like, it's not a horrible game style to play. It's a mindless fucking whatever, but
I just can't
it's
get
very
over
amusing to me
that it literally looks like every other game had a baby.
Combined.
The robot character is Master Chief.
I didn't tell you about the extra mode. Me and Donson found a mode that is the zombie slaying mode, because Call of Duty started the zombie horde mode. But this time, okay, this mode, I'm sucking ass at this.
Dude.
Anyways.
You have to be patient with it.
It's on a timer.
I know, but you have to be patient.
Okay, whatever. All right.
Cat's at the door. Here, hand it to me. I'll try this.
Oh, no. I want to do it. It feels cool.
You were saying something about zombie slayers, but now you've gotten up, and I'm
zombie horde mode.
I completely missed. You walked past the screen,
It
and my
takes
eyes
place
looked at
in,
you,
like-
and dude, you're on the fucking mic cord.
It takes place
You've moved the microphone. Yes.
It takes place in like Arkham City from like
Batman?
No, not Batman. Like Arkham Horror.
Oh.
Like it's a Lovecraftian town in the 20s.
Is it a Bloodborne thing? Are they doing Bloodborne?
No, because I don't know. It it looks like Arkham City.
All right, slow down and crawl down. You have to, in order
I'm getting
to crawl,
frustrated. I just want to finish my point.
Okay, in order to crawl down the rope, you have to stop swinging.
I know how to do it, Conrad.
Well, then why are you so
because
ass?
You're yelling at me and I'm getting flustered.
I wasn't yelling at you when you fucked up.
I just want to finish talking about Arkham Horror mode.
Hurry up. Did you make your
Whatever,
point already?
I don't know. You can turn into Cthulhu monsters. I'm just saying the game's a clusterfuck.
It is a clusterfuck.
It's everything. I don't want to climb up the room. Whatever. I don't care anymore. It was interesting.
Next time on Digi Bros, we won't talk about Call of Duty anymore, probably.
Hopefully. Nothing else to say.